did they turn it into the most disgusting season of any Big Brother show ever? I do not wish to see production giving more camera time to particular housemates. So they need to be mindful of these things. Otherwise, I know by now I am not the only one that has seen the numerous promotions heralding the launch of this new season of Big Brother Naija season 9. Yeah. There's a lot of noise about it. There's a lot of announcement here and there. The publicity is not really at its peak yet, but it's building up. There's a build up already. And already people are getting excited. The spirit of the show is reawakening. Yeah, it's reawakening. Am I excited yet? Well, if you ask me, I would tell you that for now, I am holding my excitement with bated breath because I have a lot of questions. Yeah, I have a lot of questions. I have a lot of expectations, but just as much as I have expectations, there are so many things I do not wish to see happening this season at all. And I'm going to be sharing all of that on this video. Yeah, I'm going to be sharing both my expectations and my non-expectations. My non-expectations are quite deep. So you totally need to watch this video to the end. All right, please make sure you watch this video to the end. And of course, I am throwing the same question to all of you. Are you excited? What are your expectations? What are those things you do not want to see this season at all? I actually have a truckload and I cannot wait to spill. All right, so as usual, please go ahead, share in the comment section below. All right, and yeah, you're all especially welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Gloria Elijah. This is Frankly Speaking with Gloria Elijah, and I am the girl with the tea. Set for this video, we are not going to be using tea. We're going to be having this conversation over a glass of wine. So whatever is your fancy, whatever you fancy, just go ahead, open it up, and yeah, let's get into this video. Oh, do not forget, guys, if you are yet to become a part of this community, now is the time. You need to subscribe. You need to turn on your post notification bell. Guys, this community is going to be bubbling we've already been bubbling anyways, but you totally need to subscribe because we're going to be having tons and tons of conversations about the show this season as usual. But this time around, it's going to be big. It's going to be huge. It's going to be more elaborate. So you totally need to subscribe. Turn on your post notification bell so that you do not miss out, because this is where you get the most detailed, factual, and accurate analysis of the show. Yeah, so trust me, you do not want to miss out. All right, now all of that said, let's just quickly dive right into this video. Before I share some of those things I do not wish to see on the season of the show, I think it's very imperative to remind us that there's really nothing new under the sun anymore about the Big Brother show. Yeah, be it Big Brother Naija or Big Brother South Africa or Big Brother America, in fact, any Big Brother show in any part of the world, there's really nothing new about the show anymore. Like, there's nothing new under the sun anymore about the show. Now, what do I mean? I believe that by now, a lot of people that make up the viewership of the show now know the format of the show. They now know the games, that are played on the show. They just know how the game, is wired, how the game pans out, what people do in Big Brother's house, even the unimaginable things that people do in Big Brother's house. They just have an idea now, right? Although when it comes to really understanding, having proper understanding of the show, I think there's still a bit of lack in that capacity, because I feel like a lot of people still do not understand that it is a social experiment. And as much as it is a social experiment, it is also a competition, right? A competition for entertainment. And because it is also a competition, there's a prize to be won. In fact, prizes to be won. Yes. I think a lot of people still do not really understand, but people actually have a general idea of what the show is about. Now, why am I saying all of this? I believe that by now, we should not be hearing any housemate coming out to tell us that they've never watched the show in their life, or they do not know what happens in Big Brother's house, or they have no single idea about what the show is about. Yeah. Because, first of all, let me remind you all that this season is going to be very different. This season is not your typical kind of season where housemates audition individually. No, this season it's a double audition, like two people auditioning to go into the house as a singular unit. Yes. Now, we don't really have the full details yet of what Biggie plans to do with this new format. We're probably going to find out, as usual, on the day of the launch show. I mean, usually on the day of the launch show, all of these information will be shared, right? But for now, we don't know. But what we do know is that the game this season is going to be played as a duo. Housemates are going to play the game as a duo. Now, probably the winner is no longer going to be one person, but probably two persons. We will get to find out on the day of the launch show, yes. But back to what I was saying. The show this season is going to take a different turn. It's going to be different. Yeah. New things are going to happen, right? And it promises to be exciting, as we've been seeing from the promotions that the organizers have been doing this past few weeks. But personally, as much as I am looking forward to what this new season holds in the pipeline for us, the viewers, I pray not to see mediocre players, which is the first thing I do not wish to see this season on the show. I do not want to see mediocre players. By mediocre players, I am referring to individuals turned housemates who think the viewers are sex-starved. We are not sex-starved. Yeah. Time and time again, season in, season out, we have seen housemates whose only strategy in the show is to create sexual content. Now, at the beginning, it's exciting or entertaining, but when it becomes excessive, it becomes very disgusting. It becomes very irritating. Personally, I see it as an insult on my intelligence as a viewer, because I begin to wonder, like, okay, is this housemate or are these housemates saying that also viewers are actually sex starved? Like, we're not really getting it in our personal lives. Like, listen, it's disgusting. And personally, I tag such housemates as mediocre players. You have nothing to offer. You are not intelligent enough. You're not bright enough, to be able to cook up some, very incredible or mind-blowing or probably just basic strategy on how to survive in Big Brother's house. So the only thing you can do is to feed into the cravings of the little percentage of the viewership that actually enjoy the sexual content. So as much as there are people that actually enjoy such type of content, frankly speaking, I find it very distasteful. I find it very disgusting when it becomes excessive. And this does not make me a hater of beautiful things. I love beautiful things. I love love. I love relationships. But when it becomes too much, it becomes disgusting. Most of all, boring. And I tag such housemates mediocre players. They should not be on the show. Yeah, because that is the only thing they have to offer. Now, still under mediocre players or rather housemates who solely rely on their looks to survive in Big Brother's house. Pretty privilege. And trust the Nigerian viewers, or even the viewers in general, they love fine people. They love people that are pretty, beautiful, handsome. They love fine people, the eye candies of the season. They just want to continue staring at the faces of these people. And mind you, a lot of the viewers do not really have time to watch the show. So what they do is they go onto social media, they just want to look for the pictures of their fave. And once they see the faces of their fave, they are good. They don't even care if these people are actually playing the game in the house. They don't even care if these people are actually competitive, if these people are actually intelligent, or if these people are actually really playing the game, or even entertaining us, the viewers. Even if some of these housemates become couch potatoes, they're just there. They're just existing. Yeah. And you know the shitty part of it all? Somehow, these set of people, they make it to the finals. Guys, how? They make it to the finals. My God. They make it to the finals. Incredible. They make it to the finals. Not all of them actually emerge the winner at the end of the day, but most of them actually do make it to the finals. So there are those ones that know now that pretty privilege actually works. And so I would not be shocked, if I see any housemate that, comes into the house to play that card, the pretty privilege card. But that is just one of the things I do not want to see on the show this season. Yeah. Another thing I do not wish to see on the show this season, guys, it is production's bias. Now, this is not me saying that the Big Brother Naija production team is biased or will be biased. No. But I'm going to explain what I mean. Just hold on a second. I need to quench my thirst. All right, let's continue. Now, BBnaija season 4, which is the South African version of Big Brother Naija, happened earlier this year. That season should have been the best season ever. It should have been the best season of the Big Brother show in Africa. Like, guys, I'm not kidding you. Because of the structure, I mean, these people, the production team, the organizers, they took out time to create a very fantastic structure for the show that season. There was a new structure. There were mind-blowing twists. Amazing things happened, guys. In fact, you could tell that the organizing team, the production team, they really went all out. I mean, you could tell that the production team put their best foot forward to give the viewers a mind-blowing show that season. Talk about the twist. See, the nomination twist of that season was wild. I loved it. But how did they spoil it? How did they turn it into the most disgusting season of any Big Brother show ever? How did they turn it into the worst season ever? How did they turn it into the most mediocre season ever? By promoting just one housemate. I mean, guys, this one, yeah, they were literally shoving it down the viewer's throat. They were literally putting it in our face. This one, in fact, they were even gaslighting the viewers on top of it all. People were complaining. These people were still putting it in your... Like, they were... Guys, oh my God. It was horrible. It was horrible. It was like the more you were complaining, the more they were doing. And you could tell that it was all in a bid to get traffic. And of course, also because, I mean, by virtue of their promotion of a particular housemate, that housemate ended up having the one of the biggest fan base of the season. And it was more like they were trying to please the fan base, or they were trying to please the connections that the fan base that the particular housemate had. Guys, it was an absolute mess. It was a flop. Their integrity went down the drain. It was the worst season ever. The worst season ever. They actually had amazing players, though. Don't get me wrong. They had amazing players. They had fantastic housemates that season. But production messed it all up. With their own hands, they messed it all up. And sadly, that season ended up leaving a sour taste in my mouth. And this is because I do not know if it is the same set of people that produce the South African version that equally produces the Big Brother Naija version, of the show. I don't know. So in a way, I'm kind of anxious as to what will happen with the season 9 of Big Brother Naija. See why I'm not particularly excited, or let's put it this way, see why I am excited, but I cannot fully express my excitement. I mean, this is a show that I really love. This is a show that I enjoy watching. This is a show that I enjoy analyzing, having conversations about with my community. But with bated breath, I am holding my excitement because I don't want to be disappointed. I don't know what's coming, So I don't know. Although I'm kind of hopeful. I'm kind of hopeful that this season is going to be explosive. I'm kind of hopeful that this season is going to be mind-blowing, that I would really love this season. That it's probably going to be one of the best seasons ever. Yes, because of how the Big Brother Naija All-Star season went. That season was simply my favorite season of them all. That was my favorite season because the big brother of that season was standing on business. The big brother of that season was coming correct, was doing what was needed, except with regards to that Alex's situation, which I will never forgive that big brother of that season. Yes, that big brother of that season completely messed up Alex's situation. Alex was not punished as she should have been punished. But overall, the Big Brother Naija All-Star season was simply my favorite season of them all and was one of the best so far. Yeah. So I'm kind of hopeful that this season just might be great like that one or even better. But I'm still anxious. I don't want to be too hopeful, but I don't want to be like a party pooper of some sort. But yeah, you get what I mean. Yes, you get what I mean. So I do not wish to see production messing up things this season. I do not wish to see production promoting one housemate or particular housemate over the others. I do not wish to see production, giving more camera time to particular housemates because they want traffic or because they have a bigger fan base than other housemates. I know that this is their business. I know that, of course, money must be made. I know that, of course, they need to push the show. They need to get the traffic, whatever. But they need to also remember that the viewers are also heavy investors in the show. If the viewers do not, watch the show, do not subscribe to watch the show, then who are they airing the show for? Who? So they need to be mindful of these things. Otherwise, hey God, oh. Listen, for those of you that followed my review of BBnaija season 4, I was consistently on production's neck. I did not let them breathe. I was consistently on their neck. You know what they say? It restricts their airflow. I was consistently on their neck. Because, listen, they were not even making it easy. Like, they were not even making it easy. They were just doing whatever they wanted to do. But like, they were giving the middle finger to us, the viewers. So guys, my anxiety level for this season, it's really high. Because I'm scared. I don't know what production has planned for this season. So if they can see this video, I am hoping that they would not do what the BBnaija production team did. Because it's not going to be funny. It's not going to be funny. It's not going to be funny. Now, maybe when we have our YouTube live conversation on Saturday, we're going to talk more about Some of those things I do not wish to see on the show this season. I do not want this video to be too lengthy, right? And so we're going to immediately move on to some of my expectations for BBnaija season 9. Now, by virtue of the nature of the auditions this season, I have a very strong feeling that we might have ready-made ships coming to the house, as housemates, also because it's a dual season, by virtue of the way participants actually auditioned for the show this season. Yeah. So I have that very strong feeling that we might have two people that are dating already coming to the house to play the game, just as we had in one of those Big Brother Africa seasons. Yes. We might also have besties coming to the house, to play the game together. We might have strangers that are like-minded, that decided to partner to come into the house to play the game, win the money, and split it, right? We might have different forms, like we might have different forms of duos that would participate on the show this season, which is also kind of creating the excitement of, oh, what will happen? Yes, right? But personally, in the light of all of these newness that the show is set to present to us this season, the first thing I would love to see this season is the Bonnie and Clyde of the season. Ladies and gentlemen, if you watched Big Brother Titans last year, you would understand what I mean. You see the way Kosi and Miracle played their game. Oh my God. I long to see partners in crime like that again. Now, it wasn't like they were the best of the best. No, I mean, there were other people that actually played the game to the best of their capacity, but I would love to see the Bonnie and Clyde of the season, the daredevils of the season. Two individuals that came prepared to take the whole house by storm or by calm, however way they want to do it. I want to see two partners in crime that are highly manipulative, that are skilled in the art of manipulation, that are skilled in the game of strategy, that are skilled in the game of life. Yes, because these housemates are going to be playing the game of life in Big Brother's mansion. So I would love to see the Bonnie and Clyde of the season, thick as thieves, that would take everybody unawares, us the viewers included. Yes, I would love to see explosive mind games. Yes, mind games. I would love to see emotional intelligence at its peak. Not just for mouth, but by actions. I would love to see it because, listen, it will take a very high level of emotional intelligence for two people that came into the house to play the game together to get by in Big Brother's house. There's going to be a lot of manipulation happening. There's going to be a lot of, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be wild. So I would love to see a very, very high level of emotional intelligence. I would also love to see unpredictability. Yes, unpredictability. You can't see them coming, but they will come. I would love to see such gameplays, powerful moves. Ladies and gentlemen, oh my God. Listen, I just cannot wait to see the most powerful duo of the season. Now, away from that, another thing I would really love to see is mind-blowing twist from Big Brother. Listen, there should be no rest for the housemates. You know what they say about no peace for the weekend? Yes, no peace for the housemates. Just as much as their colleagues are keeping them on their toes, Big Brother should also be keeping the housemates on their toes. I want to see drama, chaos. I need these people to keep me talking. Listen, I don't want to be quiet for one day. Yeah, as an analyst of the show, I don't want to be quiet for one day. I want people to keep me talking, keep me ranting, keep me complaining, keep me talking. I want to talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. Keep me talking. Keep the action coming. If I see any couch potatoes, we'll call them out. Yes. I want to see creative duos. I want to see housemates that are very, very creative, innovative, out of the box type of thinkers. People that have their thinking cap on, not dullards. Dullards are boring. Also, I look forward to seeing wild eviction nights. I think that's the number two thing I would love to see this season. Wild eviction nights. Now, Ebuka is doing great so far, and we love him for it. Yes. However, sometimes it seems like Ebuka is trying to thread carefully, not to step on the toes of the housemates, not to spoil their game. Ebuka, spoil their game. Spoil their game. Let the fans go crazy. Let the fans be angry. Let us complain. Let us talk. We need wild eviction nights. Let housemates that feel they are untouchable be touched. Let housemates that think that they are biggest pets or they are special entities in Big Brother's house, let them be triggered. Let them be shaken. Yeah, we need wild eviction nights. And still on eviction night, we need off-plan eviction nights as well, or even eviction mornings or eviction days. Yeah. I mean, we know that eviction normally happens Sunday evenings from 7 p.m. WAT, but it's getting boring now. Can housemates just wake up one morning and somebody gets evicted? Or maybe a dynamic duo gets evicted? I think that's going to be wild. It's going to be fun. Yeah. I mean, nominations happens on Mondays, except Big Brother intends to change it, but I would love to see eviction happen, let's say, on a Friday, because voting normally ends on Thursdays, right? Thursday evenings. Friday mornings, I would totally love to see an eviction happen. I mean, guys, what do you think? It's gonna be fun. And finally, I mean, this is not the last of it all. Yeah, we might talk some more about it when we have our live conversation about the show. But finally, for this video, I would love to see wild, provocative nomination days. Ladies and gentlemen, we know that normally nominations happen in the diary session. Housemates will go in there as instructed by Big Brother. They would mention the names of two housemates they would love to put up for, possible eviction, right? But this time around, because it's going to be some sort of double, how do I put it now? It's going to be like nomination by duels, I guess. I would love to see wild nominations that will possibly happen in the open. Yes. In other words, public nominations. See, that was one of the beauties of Big Brother in Zamzi season 4 that happened earlier this year. Yeah. That was one of those twists that actually made the season unique, that made it different from every other season. But sadly, Doshan decided to destroy the entire season by their own hands. Yes. And believe me when I say that season would have been the best BB Nzamzi season ever. But sadly, production decided to, destroy everything. But that's their own cup of tea. As I was saying, for this season of Brother Naija, I would love, love, love to see the wildest nomination evenings. The wildest nomination evenings. Impromptu evictions should come back again. Impromptu evictions. I think we had those. We had that during the Brother Naija level up season. Yeah, I would love to see that again. Impromptu evictions. Especially with housemates that think they're very, very comfortable, but they are really not doing anything in the house. Kick them out. And possibly bring in new people that can properly play the game. We want to be entertained. We want to be entertained. We just want to be entertained. So ladies and gentlemen, what are your thoughts? Go ahead. Let me know in the comment section below. I still have a few more I would love to share, but I feel like this video has become lengthier than I actually planned for. And so I'm going to stop talking here right now. Alright, so I look forward to seeing your comments in the comment section. All right. So just go ahead and share. I will see you all on another episode of Frankly Speaking with Brother Elijah. Thanks for watching and have an amazing, amazing day. Bye.